Welcome back, awesome asteroid fans and subscribers. Again, I'm reviewing 118, my favourite scale, but unusual or rather strangely or rather uniquely. For the first time for me, despite doing 118, I am reviewing a G.I. Joe set. Here we have Shipwreck and we have Cobra Commander. So, on the back it says, for over 50 years, G.I. Joe action figures have filled our imaginations with dangerous missions and exciting adventures as the G.I. Joe team battles Cobra villains. And just a picture on the back of some of the other G.I. Joe. The set looks good because Shipwreck looks awesome. There's lots of accessories in there, and Cobra Commander looks pretty good too. Okay, let's open this up and see what it is like inside. I am going to see if I can open this up and preserve the packaging. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I will try that now and come back in a moment. Okay, so I've sliced the tape at the back. I try not to rip the card at the front. I'm hoping I can just, there we go, pop him out like this. There is a small rip. Oh. Small rip, but it's not too bad. And then the cards are taped on here, which I can or cannot do. Which I can't do, apparently. Okay, one side I can, one side I cannot. Not too bad considering. Okay, let's look at the cards very, very quickly first. Okay. So we have 2 cards for Shipwreck. That's because in 2 different languages, that's why. And 2 cards for Cobra Commander, because again in 2 languages. Okay. File name classified Cobra Commander. Primary military speciality, intelligence. Secondary military speciality, ordnance, experimental weaponry. Birthplace classified, grade commander-in-chief. Absolute power and total control of the world through revolution and chaos. That's the objective of Cobra Commander. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist and demands total loyalty and allegiance. He goes on a run when the G.I. Joe team decodes messages that pinpoint his location. Just when he thinks he's escaped in a Cobra speedboat, he sees G.I. Joe team member Shipwreck approaching fast in a speedboat of his own. And yeah, there's different languages on both sides. Okay. So, Shipwreck, file name, Delgado Hector X. Whatever his signature is, or his code, not his code, his number is. Primary military speciality, gunner's mate. Secondary military speciality, machinist. Birthplace is in Chula Vista, California. Grade CPO. Shipwreck grew up in the shadow of the Navy, specifically the shadow of the sprawling San Diego Navy Yards. He enlisted at the youngest possible age with his parents' permission and proceeded to serve with distinction, fighting modern-day pirates, smugglers, and every sort of ocean-going thug. When Cobra Commander eludes capture on land and escapes in a speedboat, Shipwreck commandeers a speedboat and races after the evil Cobra leader. Okay, interesting. Let me just put these back in here and then we'll start having a look at these figures. This is the first time I've actually bought and owned G.I. Joe figures in a long time. This is despite me being quite a hardcore 118 fan, as you know if you have subscribed to my channel and seen the videos. Okay, let's look at these. So Cobra Commander and Shipwreck. Cobra Commander's cape. He has a experimental gun of sorts there. Another sort of a laser pistol, I'm guessing here. A alternative head with a hood, which is good. Some dangerous canisters of some bioagent, probably. And then we have Cobra Commander himself. he looks pretty good. His head looks a bit small, considering he's wearing a helmet as well. And he's not that easy to stand up out of the box. The mold on his trousers slightly gets in the way of the foot. Oh no, the foot was just tight coming up. Okay, so he looks pretty damn good. Nice color scheme in the red and the very dark blue, maybe stroke black. His knife does come out. Well done, Hasbro there. Look at articulation. Left, right, nothing up, oh down, and then straight again. There is no, oh, his helmet comes off. I tell a lie. Up, down, left, right. There's tiny side to side, and his helmet comes off too, which is an awesome feature. Arms, good articulation. He gets really good score on there, on his shoulders. Sorry, on the elbow joints, he gets. Let's have a look. Just about 90 degrees maybe. Yeah, about 90 degrees on the elbow, so that's okay. Waist is a twist. There is limited forwards and then upright. There's no second waist. Hips, yeah, knife gets in the way, but he can do taekwondo if he wants. Forwards and backwards. Pretty good. In fact, that's pretty damn awesome on his forwards and backwards. He has a double knee joint. Gets really, really tight on the knees there, so he's great for posing. And the feet are this way and this way. Doesn't go too far back, or does he? Not too bad. Yeah, pretty good on the back. And okay on the forwards. He has decent articulation. Now, one thing I've just noticed, his joints are actually quite loose, which could be an issue. But he is a nice figure. I do quite like him. I was quite surprised by the fact that his helmet came off too, which is a nice surprise for me. Let me put his knife back in before I lose that. Okay, how easily does he hold his weapons? So the is it laser pistol, whatever that is. He holds it okay, but not really quite straight enough unless he had it slightly out, but that's pretty good. And the other one is slightly more difficult because it has the stock and a different type of handle. There is no, sorry, there is articulation in the wrist as well for this way, and it turns, which is good. Okay, and get this right. He should be able to hold his sort of rifle there as well. Pretty damn well. So pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look at this cloak, which will just go over his shoulder, around his neck, and clip on. Yep, effective like that. Swap his head over. That's quite stiff. And again, he looks pretty good with the hooded head as opposed to the silver mask head. Pretty damn good. I like that. Okay, for Shipwreck, put him on the other side. His parrot, no articulation. If the wings open, that'll look pretty damn good, but never mind. There are a number of guns here. This two-tone one, which looks pretty good. He has two knives that I can see here. One knife like this. He has some tape over the gun. Okay, another assault rifle here, which looks okay. It looks too small for the scale, if I'm honest. And there is another knife. Again, here, which is nicer than the previous one because of the two-tone. And let's pop him out. of his plastic cage. Okay, so Shipwreck, he does look the part. He has a sidearm which looks like it should come out somehow. Okay, so pistol comes out, and he has a silencer which comes out too. Oh. And that will go onto his gun, giving a nice silenced pistol, which I do like. This is very well designed by Hasbro, which makes a nice change. I wish all their 1/18 scale figures, Marvel, etc., were done to this same quality and high specification. Okay, so his hat doesn't come off. His little beanie is one piece. His vest does come off. I'll leave it on for now. His articulation should be good. He's got a stiff elbow, but I've managed to straighten that. Sculpt is great. The head is great. That bearded face looks fantastic. Shoulders go up really high, just like Cobra Commander, though not quite as high as Cobra Commander. So his arms round. He gets a 90-degree bend on his arm, so pretty good. Waist. Okay, so he has a waist flex forwards and backwards, and he can turn, so it's okay. Hips again should be really good on the outwards. Forwards and backwards, not as good as Cobra Commander because his butt gets in the way, his leg goes to the side like that. Knees, double knee joint, really nice and tight, which is fantastic. And then be interesting to look at the feet because of the moulding on the trousers. Yeah, he's going to struggle with articulation on the actual feet. They don't really go up and down. They do twist, and they don't go side to side. So that is the only issue, but he is a really, really good looking figure. Okay, so I don't see any places to sheath the knives, which is a shame. But that holster with the gun and silencer is really good. It's almost a shame that it's attached to his legs. You can't use it in other figures. Unless you cut it off. These guns look a bit small to me. Like they're for a slightly smaller scale. If I show you an Acid Rain World assault rifle, it just looks more... Sorry, not that. Just looks a bit more substantial. So the length might be slightly longer on the G.I. Joe, but the Acid Rain one looks like a gun. Looks like it's got some strength, some durability to it. Okay, so if I stretch out his hand, the hands are getting a bit too stiff for my liking. I'll be scared of that breaking over time. He's going to struggle to get the gun into his hand unless you stretch out his fingers, which I'm not a fan of doing unless it's rubbery. Okay, so you can hold that okay, not great. The other gun will be a similar thing, but the handle is very small. I mean, this looks like a child's play weapon, you know, compared to him. Yeah, you can hold that the same way, but not overly great. The knives will be okay. Maybe his other hand will be easier. Let's have a look. No, it's the same, just the reverse. Let's have a look at his pistol. I won't use the silencer, just the pistol. Again, the pistol seems a bit small, but that's more than made up for when you've got the silencer there. It gives it a bit of extra length. Just the girth, the width. Okay, he holds the pistol quite well. He is a really, really nice looking figure, and Cobra Commander is a nice looking figure. Cobra Commander's actual weapons look more, even though they're fictional, they look more convincing than the ones that the G.I. Joe have because they're more substantial. There's more bulk to them. Okay, let's see how these guys match up to some other 118 in terms of their size. So, let's get standing up straight first of all. Cobra Commander is taller than Shipwreck. Milka Black Widow, She is quite a relatively short one, I think, but she's a female. She is slightly shorter than Cobra Commander, and she looks to be maybe similar, or in fact taller, than Shipwreck. If I look at, I use Ryu because I keep using Ryu because he's quite tall. Ryu, from the same set as Black Widow, he is the tallest. If I look at Beast, because I just reviewed him a second ago before I made this video, you can see that he is much taller than both of them, but he's quite a tall figure too. Okay, so they're pretty good. If I look at, I just look at those ones for now. So you can see the scales okay. The G.I. Joe Shipwreck is a little bit short, but he's okay. Cobra Commander is quite tall, so but they're still okay. They scale well with other figures from different lines, so that's pretty good. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, and I am saying to you, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more awesome action toy videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, okay? Bye-bye.